Welcome back to the Boardroom Board members. This is the Chatty Chairwoman. Thank you so much for stopping by. Before you leave, please hit the like, subscribe, and the notification button. It's a great way to support the channel. And it costs you nothing, right? What's harder than getting a contract for my business? Getting someone to hit the like and subscribe button. Now, somebody go find Andy, because he is asleep at the wheel. Now, that's my opinion. Clearly, he didn't see the November 22 post that says Carlos King is one of the most powerful producers in unscripted TV. Andy Cohen is sleeping on Carlos King, in my humble opinion. Because how is it the word on the street is officially confirmed by Carlos King that Phaedra Parks is returning to Bravo in a full unscripted reality TV show that we all know and love called Married to Medicine? How do we get that kind of confirmation from Carlos King? Now, Carlos King is where Andy Cohen used to be. Do you remember when Rhoa first started and Andy Cohen knew everything about the women? And he knew all the details, he knew all the backstories, and when he came to do the reunion, he knew all of the stuff that we in the public knew. That's not the Andy anymore. He's too busy, he's blown up, he has all of these franchises, and he's just trying to keep up. Because sometimes when you watch his show, you can see from the comments from the viewers, that Andy's not really all the way dialed in my humble opinion. But meanwhile, we have Carlos King slowly putting his footprint everywhere when it comes to unscripted reality TV. So not only does Carlos King have his podcast, just like Andy, not only does Carlos King have his nightcap, just like Andy, but now Carlos King has taken it one step further because he's on YouTube. Now, Andy Cohen might have a YouTube, but I'm not aware of it. Maybe, I don't know. But Carlos King is now on YouTube. So on his Instagram, and then the full story of him interviewing, I guess, Phaedra. I haven't even gone over there to check because I was just floored by the fact that he posted and that he said he can confirm, and he knew for a long time, that Phaedra Parks was approached to not only be on Married to Medicine, but to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, here are my thoughts. I think Bravo is asleep. Bravo is not in touch with Bravo should have pushed Kandi to see if she would have actually left. Let's be real. The Rhoa platform benefits all of the ladies, and Kandi has maximized that exposure by being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I believe Bravo should have said, Phaedra is coming back, and let's see if Kandi actually leaves. Now, we got to give Kandi her props. She kind of saved that season with Bolo, even though that's not my cup of tea, because there really wasn't a storyline. But, yeah, they should have really tested to see if Phaedra coming back would actually cause Kandi to leave, because I think she would have cooled off. Now, I've seen several pictures of Kandi with Portia. I've seen Kandi at Portia's wedding. I've seen Portia at one of Kandi's children's birthday party, and that was this year. So my question becomes, Kandi has forgiven Portia, but she cannot forgive Phaedra. And trust me, I understand when you've been burned by someone and in such a horrible manner, it is hard to forgive. And I know that their fight started with the Apollo items and putting Apollo stuff in the garage. That was in season 8. And then season 9, it really went to the next level about that whole allegation that no one wants to be accused of. Rightfully so. But that's been 5 years. Bravo has to close the book. Bravo is not aware of the pulse of the people. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a Phaedra fan. Loved her in Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. She kind of dropped little nuggets, and she was the most powerful and impactful during her confessionals. Now, the biggest moment for Phaedra last year was when she and Shanielle and Yala and Yale, from Dubai into it. When they had the moment about her wearing a quinceañera dress at BravoCon, priceless. That's what we love about Phaedra Parks. However, there is unfinished business on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Come on, Bravo, you have to give us that. You could have just brought her on as a friend and let us just close that chapter. Let us close that chapter. Okay, so I've said enough about her not going back on Rhoa. Now, Married to Medicine, I do agree they need some new blood. I want to see Phaedra and Dr. Heavenly interact. I'm assuming they're friends because in Carlos's post, Dr. Heavenly liked the fact that Phaedra was coming onto Married to Medicine. But do you think, I'm assuming then that they're friends, but could you imagine Dr. Heavenly and Phaedra going at it? Phaedra is the wordsmith. So apparently Phaedra is dating a doctor. So now she will come on the show as, I believe, a friend of Pan Out. I do agree Married to Medicine needs some new blood. It's time to kind of shake it up a little bit. Didn't like last season how everybody focused on Toya. Guarantee you they will not plot against Phaedra because Phaedra is at another level when it comes to all of the franchises. But thank you so much for stopping by. This has been the Chatty Chairwoman. I know you can go anywhere in these YouTube streets, but you stop by the boardroom. Don't forget, hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons.